Okay, so we'll just bring you along. I just want to confirm here last week we covered just under where the opening of his mouth. I used black glass and it's really little granular non-specific shapes there. And now we have to do just under here, so I guess his chin. Now the interesting thing is when you look at the enlarged image here as well as a print, under the chin, it looks really, really dark. But if you have an electronic image, it's actually not that dark. It's definitely darker than the top because there's shadowing and who knows, I mean, just it's darker. So I will use a blend of gray and a tiny bit of white there, just to create that three-dimensional look. Okay, so we're back again. So as I mentioned, we're going to do a blend of primarily gray under the chin area, and there's going to be a few little pieces of white. Now, it's really important in this particular area that the pieces not be particularly long. So you can see these, they're fairly long, so we really need to keep them short. There'll be opportunity for kind of some long pieces in the body of the fox, but what I'm doing is I'm just taking these pieces, and hopefully you can see here. So I'm always holding it. When your pieces are small, you need to hold it to stabilize it. As long as your finger is in behind the wheel, you're not going to get yourself. You're not going to pinch yourself. So I'm just bringing these half the size. So I'll have to grab a tape measure and tell you how long they are. And they don't all have to be this exact same size or same length. They just need to be smaller, shorter pieces. Shorter pieces is the focus. Here's a white piece. So just cutting a blend of that, not too many. Just like that. Okay, so we've got a little working supply of gray and white. And so often the question I'm asked is, well, how do I know what I should use? If I should use gray or white, when I should grab a gray piece or a white piece to put it down. Well, my approach that works for me is whatever one I happen to pick up, that's the one I'm going to put down. I don't pay attention to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue down at the bottom area and work toward the opening of the mouth. So down here, I'll put the pieces in and work toward this black glass that we put in last week. And so what you have to keep in mind when you're putting the glass in, keeping it tight, keeping the glass really snugly against each other. Just like that. I have a little opening there, so I am going to put another little piece in there. And we're going to go the other way. Just like that. Because we don't want right under here at the chin. I don't want that all feathered. I mean, there are certain animals that you do want things like that feathered, but for me at this point, what I'm doing, I think it'll look better just kind of more consistent. It's not going to be exactly smooth, but pretty darn close. So I'm just going to continue placing these pieces down. I'll check in with you in a couple minutes. Okay, so I've got the outline completed. Now I have to fill in this little area up here. And when you're working with these little pieces, you just have to be mindful that the piece hasn't fallen over on its side. So I'm going to continue on filling up this area. Something else I'll mention as well is when I'm putting these pieces down, there's nothing going this way. Everything's vertical to a certain degree. Nothing is horizontal or landscape. So that's something that you want to be mindful of as well, is that when you're placing these pieces down, that they're semi in an upright position. And that'll maintain the proper shape of your fox, their chin area. Okay, so as you can see in this particular area here, all those tiny little pieces just in the chin area, they're different lengths, so they're not all perfectly straight either. They're to represent fur. So I just quickly put them in there.